And how's it going? It's your boy JB, and we are back with another episode, the Old Man Road to Glory. Tonight, it's a time of the year once again. Time to get the Team of the Year vote done. Let's get into it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Team of the Year once again, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to make our choice. This is now the third time I've tried to record this, so I definitely know what my choices are. So we're looking at the top three at this stage. There's no top three without Mohamed Salah as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I think everyone can agree he is the best player in world football at this particular point in time. Outside of maybe Vinny. Outside of maybe a few others, but in my opinion, he's untouchable as far as this team is concerned. No doubt about that. I think normally I would choose Vinny in this stage, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of soured a little bit on Vinny, and I'm not gonna choose him for the reason of the Ballon d'Or. I think that he completely let himself down. I think Real Madrid let themselves down just in general. Although I think Vinny could have done a better job, to be quite honest with you, in regards to that. So it's kind of soured me on him a little bit. I'm sure he still is the best footballer in the Liga, there's no doubt about that, but he's not the best footballer in my team, because I think professionalism in footballers goes a long, long way. And I think one of the most professional players that gets really badly underlooked is Saka. So I'm going to choose Saka in his place. I think Saka deserves his place in the Team of the Year. I think that he has been absolutely tremendous for Arsenal. Very undervalued and very underappreciated by everyone, I think. But we can see the impact of him and Omrtg leaving that team out in the, when they go out on injury. They're just top class players in my opinion. As far as my up front guy, I don't think there's anybody touching Harry Kane over the last year. Yes, of course, he's gone to the Bundesliga, which is a step down, really, from the Premier League. But the level of, the level of goals that he's scored, the amount of records that he's broken since he's been there is undeniable, in my opinion. So, I think well deserved as far as a spot on the Team of the Year is concerned. For midfielders, yes, Rodri's out injured, of course. I think he did his ACL, if I remember rightly, but he deserves a place in the team solely because he was this year's Ballon d'Or winner. I don't think anybody can take it away that from a Team of the Year perspective, Rodri should be in there. And if he's not in there, I'd be very disappointed and surprised to find out why. Because I don't think there's any better midfielder in world football, even though he is injured at this particular point in time. The next one up is Wirtz. I think Wirtz, I saw him playing against Liverpool. Leverkusen played Liverpool that night, Champions League. Wasn't disappointed with him in the slightest. Yes, they were outclassed, but ultimately he was very good. He was their number one, I think, on the pitch for that evening. But he's obviously doing unbelievable work with Leverkusen, so he definitely deserves his place as far as I'm concerned. And then I think the last one I chose, if I remember rightly, is it down here? Yes, Valverde. So I've chosen Valverde over Bellingham. I think the reason I haven't chosen Bellingham is because Euros really. He's, all round. I thought he could have done a much better job. I thought he kind of went missing a lot during the Euros, so I've kind of discounted him really from that because I think that other players did better, to be quite frank. Valverde, I think, is next to him as the best midfielders, the two best midfielders probably in La Liga, so I'm going to choose Valverde as I would like to see him jump into that Team of the Year kind of grouping as well. So I like him. I like him a lot, to be honest with you. He also made me 1 million coins this year as well, which is also a great shout. Virgil van Dijk is an absolute shoe-in as far as I'm concerned. I don't believe there's anybody better than him at the moment. I'm surprised to see Saliba here, but did we see Gabriel? So no, we don't see him at all. So I'll explain to you why I haven't chosen Saliba in a wee second, but I am going to choose who I think is the best left back in the world right now. It's not Teo, it's DeMarco. I've seen a lot of the Serie A this year, and oh my god, he is unbelievable. Like, he is a player I want in my team. Never mind anybody else's. He's absolutely tremendous. Just haven't got a really good card of him this year, but last year's cards were unreal of him. I think he absolutely deserves his place in Team of the Year. And then from a left back perspective, or right back perspective, I'm not going to choose Trent. Normally I would choose Trent, but to be quite frank, I think Frimpong has done a better job this year. I think he's been a better defender. I think he's been better going forward. I think he's done a way better job than Arnold has. Now, that's not to say Alexander Arnold isn't a world-class player. He absolutely is, but he's not well enough rounded for Team of the Year this year, I think. I think Frimpong absolutely is. So, happy to place him in there. Now, the reason I haven't chosen Saliba is because actually I think Gabriel has been a better defender than Saliba has. I think Saliba gets all the credit because he's very silky. He's very like Van Dijk. He's very silky on the ball. Very silky defender. But I think Gabriel is actually a better defender than Saliba is. A lot of people will probably disagree with me on that one, but I actually think you'll find if you watch them, he's definitely better than Saliba is. So he's not even in this list. At least not as far as I've seen so far. So that automatically discounts Saliba for me, although I know a lot of people will choose him because his card will be like next level, I would say. I think the best defender outside of that, though, that I've seen this year has been... Where is he? Oh, I've went past him, of course. Has been this man in Bastoni. As I said, I've seen a significant amount of Serie A this year, and he has been absolutely tremendous. So he is definitely worth the berth, I think. And last but not least, I'm choosing Diogo just simply because I don't think any of these goalkeepers are worthy, but I don't also know enough about them this year. I think Martinez is worth it, and I can't choose between the rest, so I'm choosing who I think, is the underdog, I suppose, to get it, and that's Diego. So there we go. That was very straightforward. I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with what I have to say. That's what the comments box is for. But as always, you can choose your Team of the Year, and I'll choose mine. So we'll just click the button and send it on through. That gives me a nice wee thing for the video that we'll put into the thumbnail. But there we go. Team of the Year voting for the men's done. Let's get on to the next one. And there we go. Not too shabby at all. Looking forward to the ladies one coming in soon. But I've been your boy JB. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all again very, very soon.